Alright, once you're all done with Black Knight 2 shenanigans, and you've gotten your armor and everything, go ahead and head off to the Flying Machine, Lair of the Propeller Knight. This stage, again, is pretty straightforward. There's a few skips that I'll detail, but not a pretty simple stage overall. I would recommend coming into this stage to equip the Dust Knuckles, because it comes in handy in a couple parts at the beginning of this stage. This room is simple. Just come up here, wait until he's not electric anymore, then bop him, and hit him with the shovel. Ooh, shit. Alright, now coming up here, we do have a pretty big skip. So you see that beetle on the first little platform there? So what we're going to do is when we come into the room, we're going to hit that beetle and then immediately, jump up and pogo off of him. It is a very, very tight jump. It's a very small window to do it, but if you do it right, then you can go right up onto the platform up there and skip half that room. And that's how it's done. Dust Knuckle through this guy, and move on with your life. It's one of those things that's just going to take a little bit of practice, but once you get used to it, it saves quite a bit of time. Now, one thing to note, you have to make sure, I'm going to reload this guy, you have to make sure by this point in the game that you have at least 4,000 gold. So if you're short, which you might be, go ahead and break this checkpoint, and any of the checkpoints that come along. So anyway, come up to this guy, all you want to do is just go here and keep on walking. Sometimes he'll just descend and hit you, sometimes he'll just fly right over you, but if you just go on and keep on go onto the platform and keep on walking, you'll be fine. This room's a bit weird because the propeller guy here can be a bit random, but if you just kind of go up and bounce off the cannonballs, he'll usually just kind of get out of your way, or you can just go over him. Come up here, just hit the rats. Not a hard room. At this point, I would recommend re-equipping the Flare Wand, because we have a mini-boss coming up here. Not a hard mini-boss, just wail on him. When the bomb comes down, he drops the bombs, it can be nice to kind of hit it at him, because not only do you avoid getting hit, but it'll also do a little bit extra damage to him. So it might be good to back up a little bit and then hit the bombs at him. Also, he drops an apple when you kill him, so make sure you grab that if you would like the extra health. But come up here, bounce off the cannon. There's a checkpoint there. If you want to grab it, it's really not necessary. If you're still short on gold, go grab that right now because we're about to use it. You can make that jump without using this guy, and then come up here and drop down immediately, because we're going to get the best item in the game. And if anybody argues with me on that point, they're wrong. We're getting the Propeller Dagger. Ooh boy, do speedrunners love this item. I always thought for a little while, like, is this item like really worth it to get? But there's a couple really, really big skips that require this item, and I remember that it is worth it. So anyway, as well, hey, you can only have to bounce on 3 jellyfish here. You skip a whole jellyfish, it's amazing. This room is weird. What I'm about to do, don't try and do it. But how I like to do this room is I like to come up here, and then just try and shove my face. I messed it up there, obviously, but I like to just try to shove my face into that little hole and get past the fan. It's like a pixel perfect jump, like it's nearly impossible. But if I miss it, which I normally will, unless that asshole wizard hits me, I'm sorry. If I miss it, which I normally will, then you can kind of stand here and jump up here to avoid the fan, and then when this platform moves past, you can just go right past. So that's what I like to do. Some people will just kind of wait a little while for this platform to come out and then just hit these blocks. It's just a matter of preference. That's the way that I like to do it. It will normally go that way. You normally won't. Sometimes you can just dagger right into this hole. But when you don't do that, being able to just jump and avoid the wind here is a good backup strat. Alright, come up here. You won't need really any more gold in the run. There's one more thing we're going to be buying, but we get enough gold for it from beating this boss. Anyway, coming into this room, actually, you'll want to equip the Flare Wand to deal with that guy. I didn't because I'm an idiot, but go ahead and deal with this guy with the Flare Wand. Oh my god. Deal with this guy before he kills you. And then move on. This is just a bit of an auto-scroller section. There's really not much to say about it. You can't do it fast because it's an auto-scroller. Of all the games. Man, why couldn't this game just been perfect? Perfect speed game, no auto-scrollers. They're doing great. Seriously, there's nothing to say about this room. You just do it. Like, you can't do it fast. There's some magic in here, in these rocks, which is nice. 35 in total, which is nice. Go ahead and re-equip the propeller dagger. You can bounce off those cannonballs if you are a sadist. Oh god! Okay, we're fine. Just go across. Everything's good. It's an auto-scroll. Anyway, so jump up here, down here, up here. This stage is simple. Jump across here. You don't need it. You don't need to be dumb like I am. Alright, sorry. Just jump across here. You don't need to use the propeller dagger or anything to get to that, and then just propeller dagger there, and you get lifted up to here. Go across here. It's like, again, there's not much to say about this stage. It's pretty straightforward. This room's a bit weird. I like to wait a little bit and then kind of mess it up there. Kind of. I really don't know a very consistent way of doing this room. You just kind of want to wait a little bit for that fan to pass, and once you're standing on this platform, if you do a dagger, you'll always just land on this platform, even if the fan blows you down. This room is simple. Just wait for you to go down over here, and then go across. You don't have to use propeller dagger. You can just hold right. This room is a bit weirder though, so just be as close as you can. You want to do this room quickly, basically. So just go, bounce off of this rat, and then that'll put you... If you bounce off of that rat, then you'll drop down far enough that when the wind goes up, then, when the wind goes up, you won't just ram your face into spikes. If you are a little bit faster on that, you can go under the platform. But that's the way I like to do. Just bop that rat and you just go right under the platform. This room, simple, dagger across. Grab the magic. And that's the whole stage. It's a really simple stage. I would go to say it's the third easiest stage in the game. I forgot planes. It's probably the third easiest stage in the game. So anyway, that's all there is to it.